was once said to me a long time ago by a former friend that if you really wanted to know how stupid the human race was, just hang around an internet forum for a few minutes. While it was clearly intended as a joke in the way it was presented to me, this information has actually proven to be quite true, sadly. Now, there's somewhat of a debate that's been going on for quite some time on GameFAQs and several other gaming websites. It's the whole argument of hardcore gamers versus casual gamers. And the fact that a lot of hardcore gamers are somewhat nervous by the fact that the gaming industry in general is seemingly being geared toward a more casual audience, making the games less difficult. And one such poster in favor of the hardcore argument actually remarks somewhere along the lines of the casual gamers need to just die in a hole somewhere or need to be set on fire or something like that. And statements like that just really piss me off because people just don't ever seem to stop and think about what they're saying before they do say it. People don't realize that the casual gamers make up a very large portion of sales, and if all games were geared towards the hardcore audience, I think there would be a lot less sales. Because hardcore gamers don't make up the largest majority of the gaming audience. Now, I myself fit somewhere in this argument in the middle area, where I've been gaming for about 20 years now, but I still play very casually. To me, fun doesn't really come from challenge, it comes from just playing the games. I'm not a masochist. I don't like dying in video games. I don't like retrying things over and over again, and I'm certainly not a fan of the old video game mentality of years ago in Nintendo where you get 3 lives and then it's game over and start over from the very beginning of the game. That type of stuff never was very fun. And some people would say that it was better back then because it encouraged you to get better. But a lot of people never did get better. If you were like me, you just got tired of it and you moved on to something else. Which means there are a lot of old Nintendo games that I played that I never beat because of this reason. And that trend has continued today. There are a lot of really great games that I've played that I never finished just because of the difficulty. A couple of examples would be the original version of Ninja Gaiden on the Xbox One, and then later Devil May Cry 3 on PlayStation 2. I love both of these games. But the punishing difficulty level means that I never got beyond a few levels into it, and I was ready to kill myself, and I just decided that I couldn't handle it anymore. And there are some other harder games that I did finish, such as Splinter Cell, the original one, but finishing that never gave me any sense of accomplishment or satisfaction. It just gave me an overwhelming sense of relief that it was over and I didn't have to be subjected to that torture anymore. But does that mean that I'm taking the side of the casual gamers? No. Not really. I understand that hardcore gamers definitely deserve to be catered to as well, which is why I'm a very strong proponent of difficulty levels. And this is a message to developers everywhere. Have difficulty levels in your video games. And I don't mean minor difficulty levels to where you can't tell the difference. Nothing pisses me off more when I go to a game and I change the difficulty to easy, which honestly, I very rarely do. I normally just play on the default of whatever the normal is, but if for whatever reason I decide to play on easy, nothing would piss me off more than doing that and realizing the game is only slightly easier. If I click easy, I want it to be piss easy to the point where I can't die. Or if I click on hard, I want the game to be so hard that it makes you feel like a one-legged cat trying to bury turds in a frozen pond. There needs to be a clear difference. If all games were set up to where you could customize for the level of challenge that you want, this whole hardcore versus casual trend wouldn't be an argument at all. Yeah, and that's pretty much how I see it. Games should be accessible to everyone, not just casual and not just hardcore. Anyway, I think that's, pretty much all I had to say on the matter. I don't expect this argument to die anytime soon, but that's pretty much all I'm going to say about it. And so I hope you found this video here somewhat interesting, informative, or entertaining, or otherwise enjoyed yourself. This has been the Phenom. I'll see you later.